Do you feel it? Feel it? Do you feel it in the air? Do you feel it? Do you feel it?
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Mark. Hey guys, so welcome back to my YouTube, y'all. Oh my god, thank you guys for coming. So today we're gonna go ahead and start by priming my face, and I'm gonna be using the Maybelline Baby Skin. So I'm gonna be using this for my primer. So I'm gonna go ahead and that's my little sister. Hey girl, shout out to you, girl. Oh, and to you, hey girl. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and prime my face. My bitch ass gets so distracted so easily. So we're just gonna go ahead and prime my face all over. And then also don't forget the neck. And then also I got some makeup wipes onto the side just in case. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my angled brush by Sephora, of course. And I'm gonna be using this for my eyebrows. And then I'm gonna go ahead and use the Maybelline Eyestudio in the shade brown. And then I'm gonna be obviously going to go ahead and dip into that with the Sephora brush, and then I'm going to go ahead and put that to the back of my hand. One of my good friends named Ruby told me about this chick, and it's so good, and I've always been doing my eyelashes just like this, so thanks girl. So I'm just going to go ahead and make my baseline, of course, on the top and also on the bottom. So I mostly do it at the ends, especially at the tail area, just so that it's more thinner at the end than it is in the beginning of my eyebrows, because I obviously have thick eyebrows. So I'm mostly focusing the thing at the end, and here is a slow motion of me about to sneeze, and then I'm just like, oh, it went away. So now I'm gonna go ahead and be using the e.l.f. concealer, and then I'm gonna be using that to clean up my eyebrows. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that underneath and on top, y'all. And my bitch ass forgot to brush out my eyebrows, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and brush out my eyebrows, and then I'm gonna be grabbing a concealer brush by e.l.f. and I'm gonna be using that to clean up the eyebrows. And then I'm gonna go ahead. Okay, so now I'm just gonna go ahead and just use the exact same concealer as I did for my eyebrows. And I'm just going to go ahead and prime my eyelids with that concealer. And then I'm going to go ahead and get a concealer brush, a big fat one. And I'm just going to go ahead and just distribute the product all over my eyelids. And then I'm going to go ahead and set that with some Airspun, of course. So I'm just going to go ahead and just really set that concealer. So we're just going to go ahead and just, add the Airspun. Okay, and now here is a part where I freaking dropped my damn freaking camera. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just pretend like that didn't even happen. Okay. Anyways, so now I'm just gonna go ahead and grab a really big fluffy brush, and I'm gonna be using the Morphe palette. I'm gonna be using this really cute little one, and I forgot who it's by, but they're actually not even on the website anymore. But I'm just gonna go ahead and grab this transition shade that I'm gonna be using, and it's just that little it's kind of brownish pinkish. It just has a very light color. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put that into my crease area, and I'm just really focusing that onto the crease area, mostly because it is the transition color. So yeah, and then that is what y'all should have so far, just just your base color. And then I'm gonna go ahead and take a medium brush, and then I'm gonna go ahead and just dip into let's see, I'm gonna be going into a different palette this time. It's just a different one. So I'm just gonna be going into a darker brown. Just, well, kind of not dark, just kind of like a medium brown. I'm gonna go ahead and put that just slightly underneath that transition color. And then we're just gonna go back into a really big brush, and we're just gonna go ahead and blend that together just so that we don't have any harsh lines. And I'm going to go ahead and grab that transition shade one more time with that big fluffy brush. And I'm just going to go ahead and blend it out one last time. Obviously onto both eyes' head. And then that's what y'all should have so far. Kind of the same in a way. But now we're just going to go ahead and grab a really, really, not like super duper small, but it's going to be the smallest brush out of all the three. And we're going to go ahead and grab, my bitch just cannot fucking see. We're going to go ahead and grab that little plum color. And then that one's going to go another, like, just slightly underneath that second shade. And we're kind of like cutting out our little V shape for that. So we're just going to go ahead and just do that. And then I'm going to be mixing that with that burgundy type of shade. And I'm just going to go ahead and mix that at the same area where I did with that same like plum color. And I'm going to go ahead, oh, twinkle, oh. And then I'm just going to go ahead and yeah, I blended it out. So that's what y'all should have so far. Just very, very blended. Ew, gross. So yeah, blending it out one more time. And then, so now we're going to go ahead and move on to the base color, which I'm going to be using this super duper sparkly pink. And I'm going to go ahead and use my finger first. And then we're going to go back through with a brush. Ooh, y'all, do y'all see how pigmented that is? Yeah, it's so blending. So just going to go ahead. Now I'm going to go grab a synthetic brush. And we're just going to go ahead and just make it a little more neater. You know, just make the lines. And then, of course, we're going to obviously blend that. But we're going to use that brush just to define that more. So that's basically what you should have. And then, of course, going back with that same brush, I'm just going to be actually adding a little bit more burgundy to blend that out. And then back into that transition color to just blend it out a little bit more. And if you do, like I didn't have that much, so I'm going to go ahead and add just a little bit more. I'm going to be using the sparkly shade. It's by L'Oreal, and it's called Amber Rose. So I'm just going to be putting that only into the center part of my eye, just to give it a little more oomph, you know. So I'm just going to be adding just a little bit more of that, and then I'm going to go ahead and start the wing. I'm going to go ahead and clean up that brush from that excess product from that other one. So I'm going to be using Milani and the Eyestudio by Maybeline. I'm going to be mixing those two together. So I really like using both of these together because the Milani, it's so creamy and it just glides on so easily. And then the Maybelline one, it's so freaking black. So I like mixing those together. It's such a good combination. And then I kind of messed up a little bit, so I grabbed a Q-tip and then I just basically messed it up again. So I redid the wing and thank God it came out good. So yeah, that's what y'all should have. Yes, bitch, I got happy once again. And then my bitch just dropped something. Did y'all see my dog like kind of like jump in the back? Okay, cool. Ew, so ugly. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and add some mascara. This mascara is so disgusting. Like, I fucking hate it. It's so watery. It's so disgusting. Do not buy it. I actually bought a new one, so I'm gonna be using that for my next one. And then I dropped something else. I am dropping everything, y'all. Like, my shit, I need to get it together. But I'm gonna go ahead and add some glue. I think I'm using the Duo. I'm not so sure. But I'm going to go ahead and add my go-to lashes. I love the long, flirty, wispy lashes. So now I'm going to be going ahead and move on to the face. I'm going to be using the Milani Conceal and Perfect. I'm going to be using just 2 pumps. And I'm going to go ahead and put that all over the face. And then don't forget the neck. And then I'm going to be grabbing a a blender brush. And I'm just going to go ahead and just buff that all in. And then I'm going to be grabbing the Revlon concealer and I'm just going to go ahead and put it onto my highlighted areas. So underneath the eyes, the chin, cupid's bow, and just a little bit on my forehead. And I'm going to grab a much smaller brush. I'm going to go ahead and just blend that out. And then just grab like the bottom of the beauty blender and then just going to go ahead and just blend it out with my foundation. And then just to be a little more like precise, I'm going to go ahead and grab a concealer brush once again, and then just going to go ahead and pat it. And so now I'm going to grab a beauty blender and I'm going to go ahead and set the under eyes and also the rest of the face with my Airspun translucent powder. Don't forget them ears, girl. And then I'm going to have a big fluffy brush and I'm just going to go ahead and set that face. And now we're going to move on to contour. We're going to be grabbing the Wet n Wild contour palette. So I'm going to be using another contour a contour brush by Wet n Wild. It's very inexpensive. It's like freaking 99 cents, y'all. It works. It's so cute and so little and defined. So I'm going to go ahead and use that to cut my cheeks and then add some to my temples and then my forehead. And now we're going to clean it up with some Airspun translucent powder once again. And then we're going to go ahead and bronze up that freaking neck. And then we're going to go ahead and bake my smile lines because once again, y'all, my happy ass is going to crease. So we gotta bake that shit. So now I'm just going to go ahead and grab a stipple brush. And I'm going to go ahead and wipe away the bakage underneath the eyes. And then just a little bit more of coverage, we're going to go ahead and add that light shade in that same palette. And now we're going to grab a little eye brush and we're just going to go ahead and contour my fat ass nose, y'all. So I'm going to be using that and then just pounce it a little bit with a little beauty blender, a damp one. And then I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing I did at the top to the bottom lashes. So I'm going to go ahead and now add that little glittery shade into the inner corners and then add some mascara onto the bottom lashes. And then with a stipple brush, just going to go ahead and blend it out and then set the face with some mascara.
And as it's about to dry, bitch, y'all know the fucking drill. Grab that fan brush, grab that highlighter.
Okay, so now I'm taking a million years to highlight my face, which is totally okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and highlight my cupid's bow, nose, and then the tip, the tip of my nose, and then the bridge of my nose. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and highlight underneath the brow bone. Yes, ma'am. So we're just going to be grabbing just that synthetic brush and just do that. And then, so I totally forgot to add blush, so I'm just going to go ahead and add blush right now. And then if you want to be a little bit extra, like me, we're just going to go ahead and add just a white shimmery shade into that Morphe palette. And we're just going to put that on the highest points of my temples. And I actually did not like that shade that it had, so I'm just going to go ahead and change it to a much lighter one. So it's a little more settled and it's a little like less bold. But if y'all want to go ahead and be bold, bitch, be my damn giz. But I mean, which one do y'all like better? Go ahead and comment down below, the dark shade or the light shade. But yeah, I'm finally done. And then I'm going to be right back with the final look. My bitch ass is so annoying. Ew, I'm ugly. What the fuck?